Hey guys, welcome back to Sankofa Thursday. We are so excited to have you guys here. Okay, so today's video or today's tutorial section is going to be from a video we did last week. Okay, so last week's video that we did by curling this hair was in two segments. Okay, so we had pre-recorded how the hair had entangled and then the detangling process. Okay, so we only showed you the aftermath of the detangling, so you guys didn't get to see that part. We're going to show you how to reventilate your hairs when you end up losing them on the closure. One of the reasons why you may end up having a bad closure could be the wrong brushing out or excessive, pulling of the hair from the wig. You can end up getting the hair entangled, and then it would you end up having bald spots and all of that. Another thing is that when you end up washing it with the wrong temperature of water, that can also cause entangling, and then when it gets entangled, this is what happens. You end up losing a lot of hair, because when you're trying to detangle the hair gradually, you definitely lose an amount of hair. Okay, so mostly it's advisable that you use lukewarm water to wash your hair, because if you use a cold water, okay, you're gonna shock the hair. It's just like human body, when you're not expecting for cold water to be poured on you, you can imagine how you react to it, not even talk about hot water. So those two mixed together is what gives you lukewarm water. So you were expected to use a lukewarm water to wash your hair, and it's even advisable because it helps take out the dirt properly than even using only cold water. For hot water, you're not even going to fry the hair, so that's not even something you have to think about. Most people use cold water, which is not advisable, because when you do that, the hair has the probability of getting entangled. Okay, so basically today we're just going to go back to the video we did prior to last week's video. We're going to show you how we were able to detangle the hair after washing as a result of using cold water, and then we will show you how we reventilated the closure to get it back to how it's looking, or to get it back into a presentable looking way. So stick and stay with us, as today we're just going to show you how to go through all those processes to get your hair back to how it used to be, or to a presentable way, and then we're going to get this curls back to the original curls. So today's section is going to be very simple and brief, and I hope you guys are able to learn something from it. I hope you can do it on your own, and if not, we are available for revamping services at a fee. Thank you guys. Stick and stay with us. We'll be right back. So as you can see, that hair has been entangled really bad, so we're going to detangle it right away. One of the things you don't want to use is to use a brush when the hair is all tucked in like that. You want to use a wide tooth comb first before you gradually use a brush. You do not want to use a brush yet. So at this point, you're expected to section the hair in different groups so that it will be easy for you to detangle. You're going to take it in smaller groups, tiny groups, and then you keep detangling by using a wide tooth comb. So as you can see, we have lost an amount of hair, and we want to ventilate that part quickly. Okay, what you want to do at this point is just to put the crochet pin through that tiny hole, and then just take 2 strands of hair, pass it through, and then tie it up just like that. So watch it carefully, then we speed up the process. So now we are going to use the rat tail comb to help us do the detangling as well. Okay, you get to a point where you need to use something like a pin or a needle to help you detangle that strand from the strand that has been knotted together. So you want to be able to detangle that by using maybe a very small needle that can enable you to pull out the strand from the knot. So as you can see, we are done with the detangling process. It took a lot of time, a lot of minutes, a number of hours. So when you're going through the same thing, don't think you went through alone or you're going through alone. That's the amount of time you take just to do that detangling. So at this point, we decided to take a sheet, place it under the wig just to see what we are doing. And at this point, we realized there were some parts that we hadn't filled, but we need to try it and see if it's okay, because you don't want to use the whole day or the whole week just to fix back your closures. Okay, so just take a look at this. Okay guys, so I quickly added some water to this hair, after the ventilation. I just decided to put it on and see what work we had done, because damn me, you realize that even though we had ventilated it, some part was looking a little bit lighter. So I wanted to put it on my hair so we see if it's visible, because sometimes if you're in a hurry and then you've lost some some hairs on the closure, you won't be able to fully ventilate everything. Do you understand me? Because you end up wasting so much time, because this takes a lot of time when you're ventilating your lost or your bowed closures. Okay, so quickly, I did that and I decided to put it on and see. Okay, the only critique I can give is that this side hadn't been ventilated. Just finished ventilating the front side. I just try to manage the spacing, and this is how it looks like. So welcome back, guys. I hope you were able to learn something. I hope you were able to go through the process, and I hope it was easy enough. Now, so we're gonna change this curl pattern to the original curl pattern, when you know that this curls was actually tiny than this. Okay, we had this wig for a week and the curls are pretty nice in it again as compared to the last time. It's not that bouncy again, but at least this is a different curl pattern that is really nice as well. It looks like natural hair, and this is how it looks, guys. So we're gonna get the curl pattern back immediately. Before then, if you are able to ventilate the hair, you should know that when you're able to ventilate the parts that you lost, you should know you're gonna have some dark knots in there, because the hair was prior to the losing of your some sport. You realize that it had already been bleached. Okay, so you end up finding some knots dark. That's because some part was bleached and then you just lost it, so you have to fix it back. What you can do is, instead of bleaching it, which is not advisable, because sometimes when you bleach a knot, it gets weak, the hair becomes weak, and that's one of the reasons why you can even lose your hair over time when you keep brushing or combing it. So it's best to just apply your makeup and make sure it blends very well, and then you're good to go. Okay, so this makeup has not been applied on it yet, but you can see that the knots are dark in there. Okay, so we're gonna do that quickly. I'll take this shade, okay, and I'm gonna apply it behind the closure. Okay, I'm just gonna dab and dab, and I think you're good. Now we're okay with how this looks. I'm just gonna take our spray bottle, spray the hair. Okay, now if your hair is entangled, you need to brush it out before you spray this water, so that you don't get it entangled the more, okay, or difficult to work with. So I'm just gonna spray the water in. Leave-in conditioner, our hair polish, our Jocelyn Rapid Shine Mousse. I'm just gonna put a little in here. Okay. Voila, can you see it? That curls is just back without even any struggle. Can you see that? Just put your leave-in in it. Your hair polish. for shine. And then we just brush it. So that's what I'm gonna do for all the hair. I mean, I'm just gonna do everything and then you see the result quickly. I love to be very careful with my closure. So instead of using a brush, if you feel there's a little knot in here, please don't use that brush. Just take that big tooth comb and then gradually just comb it. And if you feel comfortable, then you can use your brush. Oh my God, like, you can't go wrong with a Galaxy 5000 hair, guys. You cannot. So this part gives you like a natural look, you know, and this gives you like I can't even explain it, but you know this is not your natural hair. You understand me? It gives a little artificial look, like, you know. It just hurts me to detangle this hair. It hurts me. It hurts me. It hurts me. Enough of the playing. Let's just get serious, okay? Okay. So now I'm doing this side. Now, spray, spray, spray. One of the reasons why you get your hair entangled is just because of that. Okay, so when you start from here, you feel that it's safe, and you can go up like that, just like that, just like that. Then you keep holding the hair, you know, because you don't want it pulling out. So you hold it like you're protecting the root. Then you keep going, just like what you do to your natural hair. When you're combing it, you need to pamper it so it doesn't hurt it. Okay, so if you want your, you know, this part of the closure to be neatly laid down, you can use your Jocelyn glazing. This, take your brush, put it in, and then brush it down, just like that. And then if your hair doesn't look right, you can just do it all, push it all behind you, and do the same thing for this side, you know, and pull the hair forward. There you go. Just use the rest to just pass over the hair. And that's it. That's it for today. Thank you guys for tuning in and joining us on Sanctified Thursday. I'm always excited to have you guys. I'm very excited for you to watch this live. You guys are giving me life, seriously. And I'm so excited about, thank you for your support. You guys have been really supportive and I'm so grateful. Like, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so as usual, let's take some pictures. Oh my God, me and curls. Okay, quickly guys. So this is the precise needle, okay, to be used to ventilate your closures, especially when they go bald, okay. When you see from the previous, from the video, you realize that we use a crochet, a very tiny crochet knit pin for that. And if you're not comfortable with that, you can use it, but if you're not comfortable with this one, you can use that one too. So we just wanted to let you know that this is the precise one to use if you want to really fast. But if you're not comfortable with this, it's okay to use the one, just that you have to take your time so you don't tear the net. Okay guys, so this is the end of today's tutorial on Sanctified Thursday. We hope you enjoyed it. We had fun. I mean, it was fun today and I'm really excited. I'm loving this curls and I hope you do as well at home. So we'll see you next week on Sanctified Thursday. We don't want to spill the beans on what we're bringing next week, so just stay tuned, stay glued to this channel, guys. And then we will bring you something cool next week, okay? So stay glued to this channel. Don't go nowhere. We'll see you next week on Sanctified Thursday. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.